Baker going to throw this right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cardinals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Well, a full right side taken in here to start this drive. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Real.
Here's Mayfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Now they'll shift things around.
Go!
Back to Taylor on 1st down. Shoves him away. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle?
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Marte Mapu. First and 10, Taylor now. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. All that blown up by DeMarvion Overshown.
They have three tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Little short pass here to Hill. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Regular.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll audible to something else.
Check, non-check, trap 50, trap 50.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
17, 18, 5 in. Check,
Going in motion left, that's Campbell.
10 to 11, 10 to 11. Go.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Dragon 50. Mustang 19.
On 1st down, Daniels. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A quick pass here to Godwin. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Off the play fake. Daniels eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, smash Broncos.
And they'll begin by running the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Come on. Hey. Hustle, hustle. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Bronco leading.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Giants. Noah Fant, 72 yards. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Barkley, inside handoff, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Point it right.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gerald Everett, 43 yards. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Up the middle, here's Taylor. There's a nice move. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Well, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Daniels. And this one too low.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the run, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second... And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Following the fumble recovery, Daniels flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
60 Maverick!
Off play action, Daniels. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. Taylor is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Here's Taylor again. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jonathan Taylor His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Cardinals 6.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 18-yard line.
18, right here. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Okay, ready?
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will get into to the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Prater for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
It's so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, there was a great all-around performance.